What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build It video, and this is part 2 to the Missy's Building Guide walkthrough. This is the detailed version. This is going to be a very long version. I'm going to go through and explain what you should have done from level 18 to 24 before you leave. Level 18 is where we left off in the first video, the part 1 video, and we are proceeding on with level 24. Okay, so right now, give me just a sec here, you guys. I gotta find my I have the wrong paper. Hang on. Okay, so we left off with all of the things that you're going to be doing around level 18. So just to recap really quick, I'm not going to go in detail because, like I said, most of you have just finished part 1, so there's no need to give you the entire rundown. But if maybe you watched it like a month ago or something and now you're coming to watch part 2, you may have forgotten some of what was said, or who knows, I don't know. But let's just start this shit off. All right, so if you haven't already, please hit the like and subscribe button, the bell, you know, all the whistles and stuff, so I can say, hey, Missy's uploaded another video, and then you get that notification right away. All right, so you're level 18. Now, if you're level 17 and you're thinking about camping level 17 to do the contest instead of level 18, I went through, I explained why this is not advisable, because you do not have access to donut production, which accounts for $30,400 of your daily income. You do not have access to the group feature. You won't be able to trade with other mayors. You won't get a group chest. You won't be able to have access to the war feature either. The war feature is going to be extremely important at this level if you plan to play the contest of mayors, because so many of your assignments require you have your assignments and they're broken down into sections. You have your premiums and your non-premiums. The premiums are the assignments that have the ability to be worth 3,000 points, or they're something that don't pop up in duplicates. For example, a VU launch 3K, a VU launch assignment is a premium. You can only have one of those assignments in your list. If you leave a 1K VU sitting in your list, when you're a low-level player especially, that is one of your only premium assignments. That means that you will not get a Launch 3 VU the entire time that that task sits there, which could be very problematic to keep your 2K average going if you have several premiums taken up of lower points value. You should have watched the level 18 camping guide. That way you were able to see the comm prep for level 18 players, because it's extremely important. Before you attempted Mega, you should have accomplished everything that I listed in the last video. Okay, so right now, your city should look like this. You should have at least 35 homes, max upgrade, all regular residential homes, a minimum of 350 to 400 storage, 50 to 75% land unlocked, 50% of your beach unlocked at minimum, because you would have been doing beach assignments. You don't have to necessarily have the beach and mountain unlocked. It's not a major issue, because you can do it later on in the game, as those items are extremely easy to acquire, but they're just a nice way to get some easy 2K points on the board. Okay, now you should have all available shops. This includes the seasonal shop. Max upgrade as far as time discount on all your shops. Okay, so when you click on your shops, you'll see how they say level 1, 2, or 3. See the little gold stars here? You pay coins to upgrade those shops to get the time discount. To get the maximum value of income, you need to have the maximum time discount. When you click the little eye up here, it tells you which percentage discount that you are in. If you have a 1-star, you get 10%. If it's a 2-star, it's 15%. And if it's a 3-star, it's 20%. If you watch the Missy's Building Guide production video, which you should have done, it would have applied to you. The last 4 pages are the level 18 part of the guide. and you would be prepping all of your shops on your day off to run maximum coins on those days. During the contest, you will not be able to run your shops that way at your level because of the contest. You have to prep your shops exactly as I have stated in the con prep guide for level 18 players. That is very, very important that you have all of those shop slots unlocked, okay? The storage is always going to be a #1 priority. You're going to have unlocked the VU tower up to level 8, and you're going to have unlocked your airport all the way London, Paris, Tokyo, okay? You definitely are at a really good point in the game right now, and at this point, you're going to stay this level and do the best you can to keep winning that contest of mayors. Once you feel that you can do that adequately, once you've hit the Mega League, okay, you're going to start using all 15 gold tickets every single round, unless you don't plan to finish the pass, or maybe you've already finished it, or keep in mind the week off. Let's say that you want to do Mega and we're starting a new pass. If you take that week off, you're going to get demoted into Metro, and then you're going to have to go another week before you can get into Mega. So you might want to place in the top 10. Plus, a lot of people don't play in that round. So it's a good way to get an easy win usually. Now, let's say that you're winning Mega, you're doing kick-ass, all is good, right? You're level 18. And you're experiencing an issue. This is going to be your biggest issue at this level. You're not going to be able to do upgrade tasks. And your production tasks are going to be taking a very long time as you do not have tokens unlocked. If you are experiencing difficulties trying to hold a 2K average, it is advised that you go up to level 20. Now, at level 19, let's see, hang on. Trying to make sure I put it in the guide. Okay, yeah, so a lot of people go up to level 19, but it really, I don't know why you even go up to level 19. You might as well just go up to level 20, because level 20, you will have unlocked smoothies and ladders at this point, both of which are not flooded on the global market. So it's not going to drop your algorithm hardly at all, if at all. Now, the benefit to this, however, is that you will be unlocking silver tokens, and you should have acquired a nice amount of them if you are in a club that participates in war each week for the purpose of the contest. That's going to be super important that you find a club that participates in war for the contest of mayors, preferably one that loses war every week. That way you don't have to come up with some obscene amount of points to hit a gold chest. That way you can do those assignments relatively easily. Now, when you lose the war, you have to make sure you launch at least one time. Once you launch at least one time, you will have 5 gold keys and 3 silver tokens. And then I think it's cash, if I remember right. No, might be war coins. I think it's war coins. Okay, so once you do that, you should have acquired quite a few silver tokens for level 20, okay? This will ease those production assignments because you'll be able to speed the production assignments up by ×4. Make sure that you guys are always prepping your shops exactly as I explain in the level 18 prep video. That'll help with those assignments a lot, okay? Now, you're level at 18, you've decided to go up to level 20. So now you're going to be receiving, you could be receiving assignments to make ladders and smoothies. So you're definitely going to want to make sure that you have a back stock of melons in case you get one of those tasks, and planks. All right. It's also advised that you do a shop prep on ladders instead of, you know, whatever it is you were doing before. Maybe you did shovels or whatever. That way, in case you get a ladder task, it's easily done. It's also been known that this round of the contest, right now we're doing medieval stuff, and we have carved wood in our medieval shop. This requires 3 planks and I believe a tape measure. So a lot of people have been experiencing a high demand for planks, which is something that you don't typically make because they aren't very high in profit. So try to make sure that you have a nice stock of those as well for the contest. That is always super important, okay? Now, once you are level 20, when is it okay to leave level 20 and go to level 24? This depends entirely on you as far as when you're ready, but here's what's going to happen, okay? When you leave level 18, between level 18 and 24, you're going to be doing upgrades. There is absolutely no point in doing any upgrades aside from for the purpose of the contest of mayors. So wait till you're in Mega, wait till you have a good chance at winning. Don't do it on a week where you know for a fact there's a hacker in your league. So let's say it's 2 days into the contest and you see that some asshole has 200,000 points up on the board in less than a day. Okay, you know he's hacking. Don't even bother. I'm not saying don't bother playing, because you're definitely going to want to place in the top 10. That way you can keep your place in Mega and still unlock your pass. But don't put in a lot of cash to run a 2K average, because you don't want to put in a bunch of money into something if you have no chance at winning, right? You definitely want to be able to unlock your full pass though, right? So make sure that you're doing that. And then if you see that you do have a chance, like there's no hackers for sure, or you're pretty certain that there's not, right? You got a pretty good idea. You're running a 2K average, you're doing really well. You want to do some upgrades. So you get your upgrade assignments. Maybe it's like an upgrade 3 pairs for 3K. Go ahead and do that, okay? Do those upgrade assignments that are over 2,000 points. If they're not over 2,000 points, let's say you get an upgrade regular residential for 1,600. Don't do that one. That's not worth it, okay? You're going to do all of your ones that are at least 2,400 points and up. Once you slowly upgrade and start to progress, you're going to end up with some other types of homes, like Latin homes, Paris homes, things like that, whatever it's been asking you for. Do not bulldoze those homes. People make this mistake very early on. They don't like the homes. They take up population. They only did them for the contest, and they bulldoze them. Don't do that, because here's the thing. You need those homes to unlock buildings and aspects of the game. All right? So look at your building menu here. Let's say that you're somebody that eventually you have a desire to buy buildings, right? And you want to buy the Eiffel Tower. You need 10 Paris homes to do that. They don't have to be fully upgraded. They just have to be, they just have to have one upgrade done on them, right? So out of the construction zone. If you had 10 Paris homes that you had to do for the contest, and you bulldoze them, that's just 10 more you got to rebuild back up. And those items are not cheap. And the higher level you go up, the more items that are going to be required to do the upgrade. This is the same for Omega once you hit level 30, so keep that in mind, okay? Tokyo, same ordeal. So any buildings that you see in your menu here, you need to look at the requirements for those buildings. So you're going to hold down on it, it'll say requirements, and it'll tell you what's needed to get that building. If you purchased it, so as you can see on my screen, I have my Eiffel Tower, but it's locked right now. If I put my Eiffel Tower in storage, I can place it back out. It does not lock me out. But if I want to buy an additional one, I have to unlock it again. So keep that in mind, okay? And this is just a little tip I'm going to give you while we're here. If you put multiple things in storage, or if you put over 9 items in your storage, on your building storage, it will continue to add past number 9. You just have to hold down on it. So most of you should know this if you've seen my tips and tricks. See how the water is 9+? If you hold down on it, it will tell you how many you have in your storage, which I have 103 pawns, okay? Note, just for those of you that didn't notice, the water is all different population boost. The pawns are only a 2% boost, whereas the the lake is 8, and the big lake is 16. All right. Okay, so level 20 to 20, level 18 to 24, you're only doing house upgrades for the purpose of the contest of mayors when you have a chance in winning. You're keeping all of the residentials that you build during this time available on your map in case you need them later to buy anything building wise. Okay. Once you hit level 24, you do not proceed past level 24. You can do house upgrades for the level of 24, but don't go into level 25. So make sure that you don't hit level 25. Okay. At level 24, before you leave level 24, so during the whole time that you're camping level 24, you're going to be working on maxing out your storage. That's a fact. Okay, so max storage is 700. You're going to be playing the contest of mayors every week and winning the contest of mayors, unless, here's the deal, some people, they want to take time off from the contest. So they've been playing the contest all the way from level 18 to 24. They've won several times. Once they hit level 24 is when you're going to unlock epic projects and gold tokens. When you unlock the gold tokens, those production assignments that you once had that were super hard to do and how you had to prep your shops before, you don't have to go through all that hassle. You still should prep your shops, but it's not as crucial anymore because you can do those assignments really easily with your gold tokens, which you would have acquired several gold tokens during that time. Okay. Now, you're going to have 35 regular residential homes, at least. At a minimum, you should have way more than that. Okay. So you are going to go online, and you should have already been doing this way back at when I brought it up at level 18. Type in SimCity Build It Epic Projects Poster. Okay. Look at all of the categories available. Pick the category you like the most. If you like multiple categories, great. If you don't care if you have tall buildings, great. Okay, just pick whatever you like the most. So I chose mountain. I've said this many times in my videos. And as you can see, they're the short buildings right here that I have pulled up on my screen. If you like this category, then you would have unlocked mountain at level 22, and you would have started unlocking your mountainside. Okay. You're going to buy 3-pointers for the category which you like the most. Okay, so if you picked education, you're going to buy 3-pointers in that category. You're going to buy a minimum of 10 3-pointer buildings before you attempt gold. I recommend buying at least 20. Not, 10 is the bare minimum to comfortably hit gold. But if you want to be able to do a gold epic in under 20 minutes, like me and a few people in my club, then you need to have at least 15 to 20 3-pointers. You need to have a well-prepped storage facility. So at this point, you'll be around 400 storage, 400 storage, but you'll probably be, upgrading your storage quite a bit during this time. So you should be anywhere from 400 to 500 at this point. You're going to prep your storage for the epic project, which you're going to go watch the video I have on about that. All right. Once you do that, then you're going to start your epic in the category because you're going to watch all of my epic videos, all of them. Make sure that you are an epic pro before you start your first epic. It is crucial that you build only gold epics at this point in the game. The reason for this is because epics are expensive. The cheapest epic that you will have is right now. You're at the level 24 unlock. Okay, it's the least amount of items you can have unlocked. You have no regionals unlocked. You have all 3-pointer buildings. You have a really nice storage capacity. You have an easy prep. This is the easiest your epics will ever be. Every time you level up after this, you add a new item to the list, making it cost more and making it harder to hold on to an even variety of items, right? because the more, let's say you have 500 storage and you have to hold 30 regular items. Let's just say that. You're going to pick the ones that are the hardest to find, and you're going to hold on to the most of those, right? As you progress and as you unlock the more and more items, you're going to be able to hold less variety of each one that you need. So this is the easiest it's ever going to be for you. You can expect your epic project at this point in the game, if you're doing all 3-pointers, to cost anywhere from $142,000 to $170,000 in revenue. This is not something that you're just going to see at the top right corner of your screen in your coins, okay? This is the total cost of items donated to the epic building. So what we did was we recorded people of your level. We recorded their epics. We wrote down everything that they donated, and then we added it up. And that is the price that it varied between, was $142,000 and $170,000. As you progress and as you go up in level, it's just going to keep going up and up and up, and the difficulty is going to go up and up, right? So right now, you're going to want to do only gold epics. If you waste one of your very valuable residential homes on building a silver token and a bronze token, then that just means that you have to make up for that gold one later. So you're going to end up paying a lot more for a gold house later. You need to wait until you unlock all the items in the game before you make any silver or bronze tokens. Now, a lot of people say, well, you should have a wide variety of tokens for the contest of mayors. Yes, that's true. And you do, because you've acquired them throughout the game. And you should have been spending them wisely. And in my opinion, I would rather end up having a bunch of gold tokens and a bunch of homes that provide a gold token be regenerated every 24 hours and waste a gold token on a shop and just have to run more product than have to end up with, you know, throwing away an entire building to making a bronze token to do a ×2 production or a silver token. That is a waste of an epic. I don't even know how to explain how much of a waste of an epic that is, okay? Especially at your level. Now, after level 43, when you have all these items unlocked, you know, yeah, it's still a waste, but it's nowhere near the amount wasted as it was before, okay? I usually recommend that people have, once you hit level 43, that you have about 7% of your buildings silver, 3% bronze, and the rest, the 90%, gold. So usually, I believe it's 5, for me, it's 5 bronze tokens to complete one bronze token. So that is pretty easy to acquire. 1 bronze token a day is usually plenty. And then usually I do silver on my regionals if I have you're going to start getting epic project tasks. So you're going to want to, you know, utilize those and prep your epics for that time, which again is in my videos about that. So before you leave level 24, you need to have maximum storage, maximum shops available will be fully upgraded as before. So again, all shop slots, all time discounts, all homes converted to gold epics before you leave level 24. Do not have 1 regular home on your map, okay? You'll have some airports and stuff, but no regular homes. You're going to max out your VU tower as you want to, as needed. This is not a requirement. It's not super, super important. It's more of a preference, really. When you do finally unlock your VU tower, you will unlock this little VU statue. It's 40% pop boost, I believe. And he's free, if you call that free, because you're gonna, yeah, it's 50% pop boost, and it's a 3-pointer. But It's like 2.2 million, I believe, to unlock the VU Tower fully. So definitely do that at your own pace when you have the money for it. Okay. Let's see. At 22, you're going to have unlocked the Max's Manor. Just so you know, the way this works is the first one costs 1,000. It covers all police, health, and fire. So it's a little 4-square building. You place it down and it does coverage for all the stuff you need rather than having to place out a ton of hospitals and stuff all over the place. You can buy a total of 9 Max's Manors in the game. You get 4 for your capital map and 1 per regional map. Now, as you can see here, the 4th one is $8,000. The first one is 1,000. The second one is 2. The third one is 4, I believe, and the 4th is 8,000. Okay, those are very expensive. Most people buy 3. Most people don't buy the 4th one. Now, it's advised that, you know, if you have been having a really easy time accumulating the cash and stuff, I would not leave level 24 until you're really ready to basically throw in the towel on the Contest of Mayors. You'll be able to play the Contest of Mayors relatively easy until you hit level 30. Level 30 is going to be one of the most difficult decisions that you make in this game. Once you hit level 25, okay, so if you're leaving level 24 and you've finished everything on this guide and you're ready to go up in level, this is when you're going to unlock the regional map. And this is when shit is bad. This is when Missy puts in big, bold, red letters in the guide that says, no, stop, it's a trap, warning. Okay? These are a trap. They have not been in the game for very long. They were invented for the higher level players because we had nothing to do and our map was full. They are available way too early in the game and they set you up for failure. Okay, the items are extremely difficult to find. They are hard to make. They're expensive. They take a long time. They destroy the Contest of Mayors. Contest of Mayors, as you know it, is over the moment that you level up to level 30 and the moment you unlock a regional map. You're going to get regional currency tasks. Those tasks are an absolute nightmare, okay? They will tell you to raise like 2,000 regional currency. You'll get nothing in return for doing these stupid shipments. They're going to ask you for things like dozer VU storage for 100 coins in regional coins. Okay? Then they'll make you pay cash to bring in the shipments. So like $10 after you do 3 shipments, $20 after you do 3 more shipments. So what most people do to do this task is they pull out their handy dandy credit card and they pay the $2.99 piggy bank to do the task. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous that somebody would pay $2.99 to complete one task for the Contest of Mayors. It's absurd. Okay? So don't unlock regionals yet. If you unlock regionals at level 25, you are screwed. Now, if you followed my guide this far, it would be a shame to take a perfect foundation for a city and just destroy it. Now, you're going to have a lot easier time because of the foundation that you've done here than somebody who, you know, is level 25 with 100 storage, but it's still a shame to throw all that hard-earned work away to unlock a regional map. Don't unlock them at level 25. It is not worth it. Trust me on that, okay? When you go past level 25 and you hit level 29, do not leave level 29 until you are ready for the Contest of Mayors to get really difficult and extremely expensive. When you hit level 30, you're going to unlock Omega. Omega is a pain in the butt. If you want an Omega City, I have a separate video for that, and I'm writing up a plan for Omega specifically. Omega is very expensive. it cost canisters. The canisters are $7,000 a piece. I have my city set up to only produce small canisters, as I do not like Omega and I don't plan on building Omega. However, in order to set your city up the way mine is, to where, as you can see in my top right corner of my screen here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 labs. I have 5 labs at 7K canister. That's $35,000 right there. And most of the time the task asks for 10 canisters. That's a $70,000 coin task. Now, let's say that I don't want to wait a whole bunch of time. So I put these down, and they take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours to produce. Then I have to collect them. I can only collect 3 plus the one that's opening. So I can collect a total of 4. They take an hour plus to open each one. Then I have to produce the other half of them. This is considered easy because I have the small canisters. But the medium ones and the large ones can take 8 hours to produce and 8 hours to open, which means you don't have 4 days to devote to a 2,700 point Omega can task. So what people will do is they will buy them, and then they'll pay the cash to open them. And the cash to open one that takes 8 hours is like $50. Well, so then they're like, you know what? I'm going to try for a smaller one. So what they do is, let's say that I had put 5 down and I got 3 medium and 1 large and 2 small in there. I would be like, okay, cool. I got 2 small. I'm going to pay the cash for the 2 small, and I'm going to throw down 7K again twice to see if I get 2 more small canisters, right? Let's say I get 1 small canister and 1 large. So I pay again the cash to collect the small one. I bring it over. I open the small one, making room for another small one that I can collect. Then I have to pay cash to open that small one again, right? And then go and collect it. So look how many times I had to pay for canisters. I had to buy like 15 canisters for a 10 canister task because I was trying to get small ones, not large ones. So the best way to do that is to set your city up to not produce medium or large canisters ever. That's if you plan to not build any Omega at all. But keep in mind that in order to unlock this many labs, you have to build Omega homes. I need 64 Omega residents to build these labs, to build my next lab. So when you click on your government tab here, you will see the Omega. The research center for a second one to open them is 2,000 cash. The Omega lab here for the 6th one would be 40,000, and I would need 64 Omega residential buildings. How do you get your city to only produce small Omega canisters? Well, this is what I did. I built Omega, and this was back when I didn't know if I didn't like it, but if I was to do it again, the best way that I would tell you is to put an Omega home down, do 1 upgrade on it. That 1 upgrade is going to cost 1 Omega item every time, okay? For the 1 upgrade. You're going to place it down. You're going to keep doing that until you meet the requirements to buy your next lab. Once you've bought the amount of labs that you're comfortable with, then you can bulldoze all the Omega homes. This will lower the amount, the size canister that you can produce. Once you bulldoze all your Omega homes, you would have to upgrade them all again before you could buy any more additional labs. So make sure that you have the amount that you really, really want before you bulldoze it. You're also going to want to unlock the research center slots. So when you go to collect one of these things, see how this one says empty, 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 and that one's locked? I need 6 Omega labs before I can unlock the 4th slot. So right now, if I was to do the Omega can task that I think I do have one actually going on here. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this one's an 1,800 point task. So for the purpose of the video, I'm going to show you guys. So right now, this one is what I have done. Now, keep in mind that you can exceed your Omega bank by a lot. All you have to do is sell the items to the little sim bubbles that pop up. That's how I have 327,000 Omega coins, and I can only hold 30,000. That's how, because I'm not collecting them off the top of my building. So I started my task, and I have a task to make, what, 6? So I've collected 3. I can't collect any more. So I put 1 down to open it, and I collect 1. Okay, so now I've collected 4 out of the 6. So what I could do is I could drop down my 6th one, and I have an hour and 20 minutes before I can collect it. But I have an hour for this to open. Then I can drop this one down and collect this one. By the time I collect this one, the one I just made will be done. So I'll have to wait another hour. So right now I'm looking at least a 3-hour wait. So I got this one will open, I'll collect that one. Then I'll have 1 more hour there. And then there, yeah, 3 hours. So what I could do if I was in a hurry and I wanted to get shit done, I could pay the $7 cash to open this can, drop this one down, collect that one, and then go pay the $9 cash to collect this one. See how this task can get very expensive? Now, these are for the small cans. Imagine the large cans. Imagine looking at this going, okay, I got to collect 10 of these fuckers, and 8 of them or 5 of them are 8 hours to produce and 8 hours to open. It's going to take you forever, right? So now here's the next problem. Your Omega storage. If your Omega storage is full and you have a finished canister, you will not be able to collect it until you use or lower your Omega storage, which means you either have to sell an Omega item to the sim bubbles that pop up or do a house upgrade. But let's say that my Omega storage was full, right? Let's say I was like way over full. How did I get that way? That's from buying canisters with cash. Let's say my Omega canister or my Omega storage was 35, because that's what I have. Let's say I was 35 out of 35. If I let this canister go all the way down to 1 minute, then it'll cost me $1 cash, and I can open it and exceed my Omega storage. Or I can just open it now and exceed my Omega storage. So let's say I'm over here and I'm opening my Omega cans, and I hit $7. And it gives me my items and another $7. And then I go way up over my amount that I'm allowed to hold. I got to sell those to the people or use them before I can collect canisters without paying cash for them. So another way this assignment sucks. All right. Now, another way this assignment sucks is the cost alone is ridiculous. So right now, 7 times 6, $42,000 went to this assignment already, just in canisters. And not to mention the cash, not to mention the time. And it's only an 800-point task. An 1,800-point task is what I got it for. So this is why Omega is a nightmare. Okay? On top of that, I get 1 Omega item in a small canister. In a medium canister, you get 2. In a large canister, you get 3. Then you get some regular ones, some regular items. But it isn't really beneficial. So unless you're somebody who plans to actually build Omega, then it's a nightmare. And if you want to play the Contest of Mayors competitively to actually win after level 29, this is what you're going to have to take into consideration. So you better be prepared to start building Omega homes, because you're going to have to. When you first unlock Omega, you're only going to have 1 Omega lab and 1 research center. So if you get a produce 7 canister task, you're going to have to go 1 at a time. 1 canister at a time to produce. You're not going to be able to come over here like I did and collect 5 at a time. So keep that in mind. Then, as you start to unlock more labs, you're going to be producing medium canisters and large canisters. You're not going to be producing small ones, not only small ones, which means it's going to take longer. Okay? Not a good plan. This is why it's a Contest of Mayors killer. And this is why high-level players don't play the Contest of Mayors past this point, because it costs too damn much for us. That coupled with the regional tasks and the currency, it's just, dude, the Contest of Mayors at a minimum cost me like 900 cash a week. Minimum. And I haven't done any videos on high-level player Contest of Mayors stuff because I just figured that, you know, most people aren't crazy enough to actually play the contest competitively at a high level without being a hacker. But a lot of people are now picking up the Contest of Mayors again for the purpose of the pass. Now, I only play for the pass. I am not about to throw away 7 days of my life, $1,000 cash a week, have to spend money out of my own pocket, 150 BU items, and an obscene amount of revenue and just everything, dude. It takes everything from your city. You don't have time to do anything else. And it will eat you alive. You will not get what you put into it out of it, ever. Not at that level. And even if you win, that's what I'm trying to say. Even if you win the mega prize at high level, what good does it do you when you're like, okay, cool. So my group hit the legendary chest, right? So you open it up and you get some fucking mountain and beach and 120 cash. Whoop-de-doo. That 120 cash didn't even cover that one Omega assignment. Those rares that you won that you don't need and can't use, they just went to a regional currency assignment or shipment, right? How many VU did you have to burn up to play the Contest of Mayors competitively? Add it up sometime. It's a ripoff. So what is the purpose in throwing away all of that stuff? Then you see the people, and I'm not kidding you, and they're out there. They pay the $2.99 for the piggy banks every single time they get a regional currency assignment. Most of these people do not hit first place. They hit like 10th, and they do it every week. And every week, they spend like $20 real money on the game. So back up a minute. Think about it like this. Take the money that you're spending on the game already, right, to play the contest. Minimize half of your stress and participation in the contest by playing non-competitively. So you're going to go to your, you're going to go over here to your little tower like I do, your assignment tower here, and you're not going to put forth any cash for these assignments. If you get a airport assignment at this level, you cancel it. Who cares? Because you know what? You only need 611,000 points to finish this pass. You're in Mega. You have a double points week at the end. That is, you can hit that end of that pass, no problem. You know what I mean? It's not an issue. You do not need to throw away that much of your time, money, and efforts to hit 10th place in Mega. It's not worth it. Okay? So, do what I do. Play the Contest of Mayors for the pass only. This will allow you to access those rewards. It'll allow you to unlock all of the current buildings. You will not be spending $2.99 on your stupid regional currency tasks. You'll have more time to devote towards designing your city and doing things that you actually want to do and making money. And you won't be spending any cash whatsoever on the contest itself. Okay? That is more beneficial. Then you can take the $20 a week that you were spending of your own real money that you were putting towards the contest and apply it to your city and actually do something with it. If you spend $20 on the game a week or more, because a lot of you do, and you know what? People lie. You ask them how much they spend, they lie. Most people spend money on this game. Some people spend upwards of $800 a week on this game. okay, on stupid war packs. So I have set this game up for you guys very, very, very easy. If you follow my guide from 1 to 24, you are going to have a really easy time, and it's going to be a much more pleasurable gameplay when you're not struggling to keep your head above water. So yes, you're playing more strategically and more strictly, but it's going to be more pleasant than what will happen if you play casually, doing whatever, whenever, however, who gives a shit, right? You're going to wake up one day, your city's going to be a wreck, you're going to be high level, you're not going to be able to accomplish or have anything, and you're going to be sitting here on YouTube looking up my videos or somebody else's videos to figure out how to fix this hole you got yourself into, right? Then you're going to see my video and it's going to say, you need to restart. You're going to go, oh, the fuck no, I ain't. I spent 6 months digging myself this hole. And then eventually, after fighting my advice for so long and seeing all of the other people excel, you're going to be like, all right, fuck it. I'm restarting. I don't care. I'm finally going to do what Missy says. And when you do, you're going to restart. You're going to get to level 15, 18. You're going to be so much better off and happier. And you're going to be on your computer writing Missy a note saying, thank you. I'm so happy I finally restarted. And there you go. You'll be way better off. Okay? So, stop fighting it and just restart. Your city is trash. Okay? If you're a high-level player that's been playing for years and years and years and years, and you have a ton of contest of mayors buildings, restarting is not an option for you. That would just be foolish. Okay? If you're like me, you've been playing 4 or 5 years, and you have a ton of stuff, I will not tell you to restart. Okay? If you're level 50, you've played casually for 4 years, you don't have shit on your map, and you've accomplished nothing, you need to restart. Okay? But I am going to be making videos on how to fix your city. I'm talking to the people that have been playing for a really long time, have a bunch of mayor's buildings, and you are probably somewhere around 300 to 400 storage. You're unable to hit your epics. You've got probably 3 regionals, and you're suffering. You're never winning the contest. You're never getting anywhere, and you're always broke, right? I'm going to be telling you guys how to fix your cities this upcoming, probably within the next couple weeks. I'll be putting those videos out. So everybody is going to be able to have a copy of the guide that I talked about in part 1 and part 2 of these videos. All of the tips and stuff that I went in and explained in detail in these videos is given in the guide. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page. You type in SimCity Build It, MissyAnneTTVYT, okay? If you don't see us on Facebook, I will put a link in the description of this video. You hit join on our group, we'll approve you. You can come in, you can, give an update post, tell us how you're doing, if, the advice has worked for you, how it's worked for you. If you have a video request, if you have a question, doesn't matter what it is, you can post it in the group as long as you're respectful and don't act like a little jerk, okay? I'm not here to be a babysitter. I run a full-time group on the game. I run a YouTube channel. I run a crime and community page for the city that I live in. I run missing persons for Washington State, sexual assault, domestic violence, and Marysville crime and community. So I do not have time to be a babysitter on top of everything. All right? Please just be respectful. I don't want a bunch of asshole people in there calling each other Karens and correcting each other's spellings and posting asshole memes and being little fuckers. Okay? Yes, I know. I have a potty mouth. Get over it. It's just how it is. Sorry. Don't know what to tell you. So, I need to put like a parental advisory sticker on the front of all my videos. Missy has a potty mouth. Get headphones. Okay. If you're a child and you're watching me, don't say bad words. I am not a bad person. I just have a bad mouth. Okay? All right. That's it. I don't have much more to say. on this, it's all in the guide. If I missed anything, it'll be in there for you to read. I'm going to finish typing up. The guide only goes to level 30, you guys. I haven't finished the rest of it yet. I'm going to try to type that up this week. It'll be a lot shorter. Once you hit level 43, you will have unlocked all the items in the game. Oh, that reminds me. You need to be unlocking all of your factories. Should be 5 slots. Get those all done, okay? At level 56 or 55, I think it's 56, you guys are going to unlock your 12th factory. So you'll have 60 slots then. Once you hit level 43, there is no point in camping at all. You actually benefit from going up in level. So at that point, you're going from level 43 to level 61. You will unlock all of the shop discounts between now and then. Okay, so you're just going to be benefiting. You also get an extra factory out of the deal. If you are between level 30 and 43 and you haven't done any of this stuff on the guide, or pretty much have like none of it accomplished, let's say you're below level 43 and you have like 200 storage or whatever, and you're looking at this trying to see how you can meet these requirements and just stay camping at the level that you are. You need to take into consideration all the things that you have unlocked. I can't possibly explain to each and every one of you because I don't know what level you are, right? But if you're past level 30, you have that major downfall of the fact that you've unlocked Omega. You also have that major downfall because you probably unlocked a regional map as well. That being said, it's 9 times out of 10 when you have a regional map unlocked or Omega unlocked, that early on, I'm going to tell you to restart because there is no point in you starting. There's no point in you putting this much effort into a city when you have that kind of weight holding you down. I've had people fight it and try to proceed on, and they realize how much they realize how easy of a time the level 18 players are having and how hard of a time they're having. And then they get a regional task and they go through a round of calm with the regional tasks, and then they're like, fuck this, and they restart because they realize how screwed it really is. And it is, you guys. So don't proceed on with your crap city. Go watch the restart videos that I have up and just bite the bullet and do it. You'll be way better off, okay? All right, I think that covers it, you guys. I'm probably not, in fact, I know I'm not putting out another video today, but you will want to, you'll have your mountain and beach unlocked by the time you leave level 24. You'll have max storage. You'll have 3 Maxis Manors, max land unlocked, max shops, max time discount, max depot slots, 1 mega 3, 4, 5, 6 times, 10,000 cash, 1,500 plat keys, 1,000 gold keys. This is what you're looking at, okay? This is what you should have when you finish this. You won't have anything less than this, I can tell you that, if you follow it 100%. So this should take you, if you play on average, a couple hours a day, checking in on your game periodically, you should be able to have accomplished all of this in this guide in 3 months' time. Anything beyond 3 months, I would say that you're not playing very much of the game. Okay, you could do it even quicker than 3 months, but you have to take into account that you get promoted every week in COM. So it's going to take you some time to get to Mega, okay? Now, if it were me, I would not camp level 10. I wouldn't do it. It's a waste of time, okay? You can be doing other shit right then. Now, what storage should you have before you leave level 10? I would recommend that you have between 130 to 200 storage before leaving level 10. More on the 130 side. Okay, 200 is a bit, that's a bit over the top. You don't need all that storage. And the algorithm, yes, is better, but you're going to acquire more rares quickly. You're going to require them quicker at level 18. and you'll also be getting things done. So you're either going to end up being a level 10 in 2.5 months with max storage, or you're going, or maybe even longer, probably like 3 or 4 months, honestly, or you're going to be a level 24 player with all of the same storage unlocked, but all of the items listed in the guide. So how do you want to spend your 3 to 4 months? Do you want to spend it only unlocking storage and then having to do all of this after, making it take almost a year for you to complete what you could have completed in three months? Because that's what's going to happen. And the biggest mistake is people are so afraid to level up because of the fact that they fucked up their first city, that they prolong and they camp too long, and you actually hurt yourself by camping that long. It just wastes time, okay? So trust me on this. And I made a promise to anybody in my group, and they can vouch for this. I told them, if you go up to level 18, or if you leave level 18 and go up to level 24, and your algorithm drops so bad to where you can't upgrade your storage, I will personally pay to have your storage upgraded to max, because I know that that won't happen. That's how positive I am. And I have yet to have to cash in on that promise, because they know that they're able to upgrade. You're still going to find rares, you guys. You're going to have an easier time funding your rares at level 18 than you are at level 10. Okay, it's just common sense, all right? And you're going to be earning cash and platinum keys and actually being able to do stuff. You won't be so bored. There's nothing to do at level 10. What the fuck's there to do? Look at your 3 houses and look at how broke you are because you're buying rare items and you have no way of getting any actual money. Oh, wait, no, you're taking money from your high level city. That's a lot of fun. Okay, be productive, okay? If you need any help, if you have any questions, feedback, video requests, you know how to reach me. Comment section of this video, Facebook, all that good shit. I'm done. I got nothing left to say. Shit takes forever, okay? So, part 3 of this video will not be out for a couple of days, all right? At least a week, probably, because I got other stuff I got to do too. So hopefully this helps you guys. And like I said, give me feedback. I want to know how it's working out for you guys, okay?